That's why I will ask them a question or throw something out there to see how open they are. And when I say see how open they are, it's to gauge how I need to move. Because if they're not that open, I'm not going to keep pressing. Because why? If they're not ready for that, I'm not going to keep trying to shove something down their mouth and create problems. That's what I mean when I say to see. It's not a test. It's for me to understand how to move. And I'll say, I see that you're not open to what I'm saying. I don't have to talk about that. We could talk about something else. And they might feel better because I say that. But over time, they're going to see that it affects the emotional development, though. Sometimes people are unaware of how emotionally unavailable they really are. Hey, Gig Me. They're unaware of how emotionally unavailable they really are. And then when you don't move emotionally, they'll be saying it's you. Some people think that they're emotionally available because they are emotional beings. That's not the same thing. Me too, Queen. I used to be like that too. Being an emotional being is not the same as being emotionally available. Two different things. You could be very emotional and emotionally unavailable. Why? Because your unresolved past is driving your emotions. You're not present with me. Hey, I Divine. How you doing? Welcome back. You're not present with me. Therefore, you're not available. Even though you emote. You know, you could cry. You could experience disappointment. You could get angry. But that doesn't mean you're available to me. You're not open, right? You got a lot of closures around what you believe and a lot of attachments with how you see. That's not emotional availability. The person could be showing a lot of emotion, but are their emotions available to be explored by you? Are they? Or is there a lot of contraction around it? Do they close up and withdraw and isolate? A lot of people who have to isolate a lot, they are not emotionally available. A lot of them. I didn't say everybody, but a lot of them. They're not, let me be careful on how I say this, because listen, I used to be a person that really would isolate, all right? And I really thought I was emotionally available, I swear. I did. But a person had to tell me one time, she said, what do you think is going on in our connection when you withdraw like that all the way for days? Or you begin to internally isolate, and then what you're talking about is very surface, is kind of dry and blunt. What do you think is happening to our connection when you're doing that? And I had to think about it. Because what I used to think was, hey, I should be able to go away, deal with my stuff, and come back like nothing ever happened. And you should, if that's what you want to do. But what I'm saying is the people on the outside that have to keep hitting that point with you, eventually, if y'all are not aligned